And here, could you take this as well, please?
I've only got 2 hands, ma'am.
Fine. Here you are.
Miss Bradshaw. Woo. Checking out and moving up?
Pardon?
Oh, I read about the outcome of your trial. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Spaulding Enterprises. Looks like you're in a catbird seat now.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's all mine. Oh, now be very careful with that hat box, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, so where is it? Rio? Down there for a little vacation and buckle down for work?
Oh, no. I'm moving back in with my boyfriend.
Oh, the broken down foreign model.
I really don't appreciate you being disparaging about Roger.
Oh, no, I meant his car.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, Roger and his car run fine, thank you.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I just never pegged you for a domestic type.
I'm not.
So why are you settling down? I mean, limiting your horizons to Springfield? With your money, you can travel around the world, first class all the way. You can do what you want, buy what you want, have who you want.
I'll remember that, thank you.
I don't normally stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
Oh?
Well, but you don't seem half as happy as you ought to be.
Thank you for your advice and concern. I'll keep it in mind. Now, I have a car waiting for me.
Oh, he can use the overtime. And you could use me. For as long as you want. I'm free. I'm a good listener.
Curiosity got the cat. It is my first day at Spaulding, and I'm very, very nervous.
Why? You own the joint.
Yes, but I don't know anything about running a company. There are going to be all these people watching my every move, just waiting for me to fall flat on my face.
Well, you don't have to impress them. They have to impress you. You're the boss.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I really haven't got the foggiest idea.
Well, who does? You know, there are 2 kinds of people in this world. Those who know and those who don't. Those who don't have the advantage.
How?
Well, people who know are limited by what it is they do know. One-trick ponies, but those who don't, possibilities are limitless. They can pretend they know everything. They can be whoever they want. It's just a game. The one with the most attitude wins.
I couldn't tell people what to do while looking down my nose at them.
Oh, certainly you can. You're the boss. They're paid to think that you know everything. Humor them. With enough attitude, you can leave them wondering what they should do. Then you can do anything.
Sounds very confusing.
Well, it works for me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Thank you for the advice, then.
Well, anytime. Good luck, English.
Thank you. I have to go. This is probably au revoir, Mr. You never told me your name.
Rex Mancini. Oh, here. It's,
Oh.
Call me anytime.
Rex. I don't think we'll be traveling in the same circles from now on, though.
Well, you never know.
Your limo's waiting, Miss Bradshaw.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Hello, Deanie. Come on over. No, right now. Took you long enough. What's with the get-up?
I didn't want anyone to recognize me.
So you walked in the lobby with a hat the size of Slovenia and earrings that could blind a man at 50 feet? Does the CIA know about you? They could really use someone like you, Nadine. They really could.
Oh, shut up, Buzz.
Oh, come on. We're cousins, are we? What's the problem?
We're not. That's the problem.
Come on. Who's gonna know?
Buzz.
Well, except your latest husband if I don't get that job in his company.
Buzz, don't ask me to do this.
Well, you know, my good looks just don't pay the rent, you know, but that's good.
I'll give you money.
Oh, honey, I don't take money. I don't take handouts.
Right. And what do you call this?
Well, that's fair. Actually, I'm not looking to take over the company. You see, I'm willing to start small, like maybe vice president.
You don't know anything about being a vice president.
Neither did Dan Quayle. Didn't stop him.
You're impossible. I don't even know if Louis is hiring right now.
Oh, well, there's always an opening for a man of my talents.
What talents? Deserting your wife and kids?
Well, at least I made my own kids, which is more than you can say that for that cute little baby you're trying to pawn off as your own.
Why did you have to come back? Why couldn't you just leave me alone?
Oh, come on. You're being so chintzy, Nadine. Come on, share the wealth. You fell into the honeypot, baby.
Now, why should I? You never would, if it were you. You don't deserve anything after what you did to me.
Oh!
You knew that I was pregnant with Harley when you deserted me.
I re-enlisted.
And never came back. You left me to raise 2 children all by myself. And you dare to call me selfish and stingy. Who made me that way? You did. And now I have a man who cares about me. Finally, my life has come together, and I'm not going to let you ruin it. I won't.
Yep. Spalding dynasty is dead, and I say good riddance.
And what about the Thorpe dynasty, Roger? Your daughter's shacked up with your world's worst enemy, and your son couldn't be far enough away from you, so I wouldn't gloat if I were you.
A long-lost son. Too bad you didn't stake your claim earlier. Slim pickings now, right, Alan Michael? Let's get out of here.
Oh, hello.
Get rid of him now, Jenna, while you still have the chance.
I catch you around here again, I'll have you both arrested.
What was that all about?
Nothing. Sour grapes.
Yeah, I lost the best years of my youth because of you.
Oh, I'd say you did pretty well in your old age.
No thanks to you. My life was hell after you deserted me. Working in that awful diner trying to raise 2 small children.
Well, what raise? You ran out on them, too.
I did not. I left them with your father. Well, how was I supposed to drag 2 small children out with me to Hollywood, And I always meant to send for them as soon as I got my big break.
Big break?
Do you have any idea how tough it is to make it in Hollywood? There were months when I had no work at all. I had no money whatsoever. I could hardly even make ends meet. It's because I had no training. All I knew how to do was nails and then wait on people. So that's what I ended up doing. I was the party girl at the car shows and the conventions. I was getting pawed at by those lecherous old men that smelled of stale whiskey and old cigars. It was horrible. And then I met Billy. And he was the most wonderful man that I have ever met. He treats me like a queen. He protects me and he cares for me.
And he's very rich.
I wouldn't care if Billy didn't have a dime. I love him.
Oh, well, I didn't know the relationship was that important to you, Deanie.
Well, it is. Billy means everything to me.
Oh, hey, well, there's nothing I'd do to mess up a wonderful relationship like that.
Do you mean that?
I do. And if you want to keep that perfect relationship, you're gonna get that job for me. We're gonna go over to Lewis Oil. Now.
Buzz! Oh, Roger, these flowers are beautiful, but this room, still too dark for me.
That's your room now. Redecorate it.
Yes, I think I will. Oh, how am I going to remember everyone's name?
That's easy. Just hire your own staff.
Oh, I don't think I want to fire everyone who's been here for years.
As you like.
Cheers.
But if you need me, I'll be right down the hall. I'm taking over Alex's old place.
Oh, I bet that pleases you.
Immeasurably. But this... Come with me, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
This is the true seat of power. The president's chair.
Yes.
How does it feel?
Honestly, terrifying.
You'll find that one gets used to power very easily. Watch.
Yes, Miss Bradshaw.
Who is she?
That's Linda. That's your personal secretary.
Oh, hello, Linda.
Linda, Ms. Bradshaw would like a list of all the executives and their duties and an update on all their accounts, cross-indexed and alphabetized within the hour.
Right away. Anything else, Miss Bradshaw?
Yes, a cup of tea.
Milk or lemon?
Milk, always milk, and heat the pot before you put the tea in it.
Now, wasn't that fun? And you got a whole company filled with minions anxious to do your bidding.
I feel like a queen.
You are a queen.
Well, ordering tea is a little different from making corporate decisions. I have no experience in that. I'm not even sure I've got the ability.
You got this far, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just take your time. It'll all come as you go along. I promise. There is one decision you can make right now, if you like. What do you think about changing the company name and logo?
I don't know. What do you have in mind?
Genesis. Little play on your name.
Oh, that's clever.
Thank you.
But this is my first corporate decision, and I want it to be absolutely right. It's very important. No. Spaulding Enterprises it should be.
Why?
Well, every morning when the Spauldings drive by, they'll see that huge sign, and they'll remind them how much they lost.
You're going to do just fine.
You can't go...
I have to see you, Mr. Thorpe.
One of mine?
No, one of mine. I'll talk to you later.
You're going to want to hear this, Mr. Thorpe. I found your son.
Nobody can top you when it comes to deal making, Billy. Nobody.
Oh, you did pretty good at Spaulding.
Yeah, pretty well. Except I couldn't stop Roger.
Hey, well, the two of us together, I think we can handle anything that Roger dishes out. You know, I had a good time schmoozing Tommy on the phone. I love making deals.
I know, and I love watching you. You were cool as a cucumber.
No, my heart was pounding. But that was okay, because I still felt like I was in control, even when I was schmoozing, like I could make it go any way I wanted to. You know, you've only been here a couple hours, and you've already got the place set on fire.
Well, I am.
Well, look, just watch your step, all right? It's kind of dark down here. Pretty sure there's a light switch over here. It's not like I hang out here a lot.
So, Frank, you're on this tape, too?
Yeah, this reporter was interviewing Dad about what he did in Vietnam and all that, but I guess he really didn't want to talk about it as much, so... Well, you know how modest Dad is.
Yeah.
Frank, look, why don't you make yourself look useful, or look for a light switch someplace over there, right?
So anyway, just listen, so he dragged me in front of this camera, ended up being on the evening news. It was great. I was this little kid, you know, ending up being on TV. It was great.
So Daddy actually talks on the tape?
Yeah.
I can't believe this. I'm going to hear his voice. I've never
Wait a
heard
minute,
his
now
voice.
don't get your hopes too high, okay? I'm telling you, I don't think this tape even exists anymore.
No. It has to.
Okay, well, wait a minute, sis. Hey, here we go. Thanks for looking, Frank. Okay.
All right, so where do we start looking?
Well, I hope you guys aren't too busy. Looks like we're going to be here for a while. Let's do it.
What are you doing here?
Well,
Darling, I was going to explain all that at dinner tonight.
Explain what?
Well, I've hired Vanessa.
She's working here? At Lewis Oil?
yes. You see, Billy was kind enough to offer me a job after what happened at school.
Oh, well, that is good news. You are hiring.
Who's this?
I'm Rex Mancini. Here. I'm Nadine's cousin.
So, Nadine's Aunt Claire, the one who went west, is...
Yeah, she married the Italian restaurant. Actually my father, but the restaurant lasted longer.
Excuse me, but what is her function here exactly?
Nadine, we're talking business.
Nadine, excuse me, I don't really have a title yet. You see, it just all happened very quickly.
I'll say. How many minutes after you losing your own company were you over here knocking on Billy's door?
Darling, can we discuss this later?
No. We're all family here, and I don't see why I have to stand by holding my tongue. What's wrong, Vanessa, with you staying home with your son for a change? You could collect a nice, fat unemployment check, and the child support money you get from Billy alone would be enough to clothe and feed a family of 10.
See, darling, look, I could have handled this better.
I don't want it handled. Now, if you need somebody else in this office, it's not going to be your ex-wife.
Gee, I mean, if I'd be displacing somebody from the job,
Oh, she's used to it. She was thrown out of her last job.
Would you mind stepping outside with me for a minute, please?
Yes, I would mind. Now, this is something very simple that doesn't require a lot of discussion. If you need a new assistant, or whatever it is she's calling herself, well, then you can have my cousin Rex. And if you don't, well, then you just don't.
Well, darling, no offense to your cousin, but I hardly think that it's an even swap in terms of qualifications.
I may seem modest, but I'm awash in qualifications.
Nadine, this wasn't Billy's idea. It was my idea.
Well, that doesn't come as a shock to my system.
And I don't think you realize how very valuable I am to this company because of my contacts with Spaulding.
Vanessa, if Billy wanted to help you out by opening a little T-shirt shop for you or something like that, then I wouldn't make a peep. But this is just one contact too many. I mean, how would you like it if I wanted to hire an ex-lover of mine?
Or husband.
Yeah, right, if he was still alive. I mean, what if I wanted to hire him to mow the lawn or cook or anything that would keep him around me all the time?
Wait a minute, Vanessa, what are you doing?
Oh, this is obviously not going to work.
Now, just hold on a second. Nobody is going anywhere until I say so, okay? Now, I'm taking my wife out to lunch.
No, you're not.
And while I'm gone, would you have Mr.
Mancini.
Yeah, Mr. Mancini fill out a employment history and an application and whatever else they want down in the employment department, okay?
Yes.
We may be gone a while.
Now, I am not going to be wined and dined into taking this sitting down.
Sweetheart, I think that I could find a job for your cousin there if that's what you want. Does he know anything about construction?
You will hire that man over my dead body.
No, pretty much as read. Yes, that'll be fine. Good. Yep, I'll have a copy sent out to you right away. All right, thanks.
San Jose, CA, my hometown. Egghead capital of America. More pocket protectors per square inch than you got eyebrow hairs, plucked or unplucked.
I see. So you worked in Silicon Valley, did you?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Hardware, software?
Do I look like egghead material to you?
Sales, was it then?
They used to say I could sell mosquitoes to a malaria ward. You wouldn't happen to have an extra? I goofed this up.
What's wrong, Mr. Mancini? Is that employment history giving you a little spot of trouble? That's your third copy you've ripped up. We do have a limited supply.
The name's Rex. Rex means king. As in king of the beasts.
I prefer Mr. Mancini. So melodious.
So sexy Rexy.
Sexy Rexy. Yeah, that rhymes.
Look, I hope there aren't any hard feelings here just because we're competing for the same job.
We're not competing for the same job.
Oh, that's right. You're competing with Nadine. They're taking so long at lunch.
I'm not competing with anybody. You see, I'm already here.
Oh, listen, man, you're the better candidate, no question about it. You got the experience, you got the legs, you got the heart. I know it's been hard all these years being a woman in a man's job.
Actually, I think it's been harder on the man than it has been on me.
But there was a part of you, wasn't there, that said, let it go. A part of you that wanted to trade it in for the life of a private woman with a private woman's needs and dreams, and then to have it so cruelly snatched away from you.
You know what? Why don't you take another one, please? And this time, why don't you try two-bit gypsy fortune teller? That should work.
Did your mother see the movie Little Foxes when she was carrying you? I mention this not only because you're a foxy lady, but because you have those little fox-like rows of teeth. And you know how foxes have those wedge-shaped heads?
I can't help the way I feel.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not like Vanessa is just a figment of my imagination either. Oh, you're mad at me, aren't you?
No. Look, you can't blame me for wanting to help the mother of my son, especially since she's lost her job and her company and who knows what else. But when I look at it from your point of view, I can see there is a problem.
Well, you can help her and Bill in other ways.
Yeah, and I certainly don't want to be haggling this out with you every night when I get home from work. So what do you say I just talk to Vanessa alone, okay?
Okay. Now, how are we going to get rid of my cousin?
Well, look, I can throw him a bone. I don't mind. What's wrong with him anyway?
Nothing. He's perfectly nice. He can be very sweet, but... well, he can also be a pest, and I don't owe him anything. Now, he says he's going to stay here, but he'll change his mind. So listen, Billy, for the sake of the family, I have got to pretend that I really want you to hire him. But no matter what I say, you just keep telling him no, okay?
Yeah, okay. Hey, we kind of lost track of time.
It's lucky for me. Miss Chamberlain is so fascinating.
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Oh, wait.
Oh, dear, there goes number 4.
If you're thinking about replacing Miss Chamberlain with me, I'm sorry. I can't let you do it.
You can't? Well, why not?
Because you'd be crazy to.
Billy, come on now. What is this bad news, and whom is it for?
Rex, I really don't think you should be interfering in this.
Look, the truth is, she's better than a corporate takeover. Because she doesn't come with any deadwood. She can sit here and pick off Spaulding's old accounts one by one, only the live ones, and lay them right at Louis Oil's door. You know what that means? It means your husband's business is going to triple. You can buy a yacht for every day of the week. Nadine, this woman is nothing more than a cash cow.
A cash cow?
Yeah, that's right, Nadine.
Excuse me, I feel the need to graze.
I think now is a very good time to remember that money can't buy happiness. Or what is that other saying?
Yeah, look, I want to go out and check with Dylan on something. I'll be back.
What are you trying to do to me, Rex? I mean, Buzz.
I'm trying to save your marriage. How could you present it to him as an either-or proposition, you idiot? If he has to choose between me and her, I'm going to be the one out in the cold.
That's not true. Not if I ask him nicely.
Ask him nicely? Ask him nicely? The guy is no boob. Honey, when are you going to use that head of yours as something other than a place on which to pour paint thinner?
What I put on my hair is none of your business.
It wasn't that blonde in high school.
Oh, I have just about had it with you and your insults. If you are so brilliant, then why are you here twisting my poor brainless little arm? And I will have you know that I just had a very nice long talk with Billy, and he's going to do exactly what I want.
Which would be what?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Wait a minute. If you're thinking of double-crossing me, Deanie.
Oh, would I do that? Not that you don't deserve it.
Good. Because if you did, you would be sabotaging the most perfect situation you could possibly imagine.
And what's that?
Having Billy keeping both me and the cold fish on the same payroll.
Really? Now, would you just please explain to me why that wouldn't be my worst nightmare?
The woman is a constant thorn in your side, is she not? Now, even if you talk Billy into giving her the old heave-ho, How much peace of mind is that going to get you? How will you know he's not meeting her somewhere else? You know, private lunch, on the way home, he calls you from work saying he's working late alone. How do you know where he really is?
Well, you know, our Frankie's a private detective now.
Dean, no. I mean, here, we're killing two birds with one stone. The cash cow stays, number one. In 6 minutes, they're gonna hate each other. She's too bossy to have a boss. Anyone can see that.
You know, that is true.
Number two, if you ask him nicely for my nice job, you will have me watching their every move. I'll be working late right alongside them. I'll be keeping them on their best behavior. Any look, any word that doesn't sit right with me, I'll report to you. And you can sleep like that little black market baby of yours for a change. You won't have to worry, unless I tell you there's something to worry about.
Would you really do that for me, Buzz?
For my first love, the mother of my children, my partner in, well, not crime, but everything else. Sure, honey. What are dead husbands for?
Oh, Billy. Oh, honey, I am so sorry. Cousin Rex showed me how small-minded I was. Of course you should hire Vanessa. I insist. She needs the work, and it would be great for business, too.
Well, Rex, you've certainly done a heck of a sales job on my wife.
Some people can be very persuasive.
Speaking of selling jobs, I'd like to...
You know, it's a shame that,
Billy, I am sure that you can find an opening for Rex.
darn, the economic times being what they are...
And I tell everybody that you don't deny me anything.
Well, it's quitting time, so I thought I'd better find out if I'm being sent packing or not.
Well, I have you know, Vanessa, that Nadine wouldn't hear of it.
Cousin Rex made me see the error of my ways. Now, doesn't that prove that he's a wonderful salesman?
I don't know. I think I'll leave that to you. Night all.
Night.
Well, hey, I've sold enough snake oil. I ought to be able to sell the real thing.
You know, Rex, if I had an opening, I would definitely
Billy,
consider...
I'm sure that you can make an opening. You call this a family business? Well, Rex is my family, and I won't abandon him in his hour of need.
Nadine,
Billy,
it's just...
Billy, forget what I said before. I mean, he may not look so good in paper or in person, but when I think about how he worked his way up from that greasy restaurant, Aunt Claire's Italian place, well, look at him. He could be another league. What's that car man?
I tell you what, cousin. Why don't we go out and have some supper and talk this over?
Maybe we should bag it for tonight. What do you think, huh?
Well, you guys go, okay? I want to look through everything before I leave.
Look, I'm not leaving without you.
All right, well, wait. Look,
What?
this is Easter homecoming.
All right, well, what does this say?
It's names. Buzz Cooper. Buzz Cooper. This is it.
Ah, seek, and you shall find a sexy, gorgeous, unattached blonde.
You two know each other?
Well, not now, but you know what they say. Getting there is half the fun.
Now, Daddy, don't you go getting upset.
Daddy? No offense, Bill, but your daughter is a heck of a lot prettier than her pa. See, and you can understand how I miss the family resemblance.
Yeah. This here's my princess.
Ah, my prospective boss's daughter. Any rules about fraternization?
One, don't.
I gotta come clean with you, Bill. I bought Minnie that glass of wine. It's red, not enough body for my palate. I hope it can't be construed as bribery.
Are you really serious about taking on a job at Lewis?
Oh, I'm serious. I haven't been offered yet, though.
Well, what do you do?
For my daily bread sales.
What do you sell?
Anything people need. Anything that needs to be sold. Actually, my specialty is selling things people don't need. My personal solution to the country's economic woes.
Well, Nadine didn't tell me much else aside from the fact that you were her cousin.
Well, Nadine is good people. We've been friends since we were children.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have some time here, and you and I'll have to have a little parlay as to what area you can help me with in sales. That's provided I do need help.
Put in a word for me, Mindy. Don't just stand there.
Well, I couldn't help. Daddy likes to make up his own mind about people, even when it comes to blood relatives. Oh, ask my brother. Daddy rides Dylan worse than anybody.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Dylan, come on over here and meet Nadine's cousin.
Nice to meet you.
Rex Mancini, this is my son, Dylan.
Hi. Excuse me. Have you seen Julie?
No,
She hasn't called or left a message or anything?
not that I know of.
Well, I'm kind of late. I thought maybe she'd think I stood her up.
Oh, we women do tend to get a little upset about those kind of things.
Well, it is kind of late.
Well, maybe she stood you up.
Mindy, that's not funny.
Oh, God, I am so sorry.
Well, I didn't. I guess it does have enough body.
Oh, I'm sorry. Somehow I seem to spill things around you.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure.
Hey, it was my...
Here, I'll get you a new shirt. What is going on with you?
Listen, I'm sorry, okay?
I've never seen you like
I
this.
said I'm sorry.
Well, did something happen between you and Julie?
No.
Well, come on, Dylan, talk.
It's not what you think.
A few things are these days.
Hart's back in town.
Yeah? So?
I know. I should try to be cool. I'm trying, Mindy. I'm really trying, but I just get a bad feeling about it.
Come in, Vanessa.
How did you know that it was me?
How did I know that it was you? You would be amazed to find out the sort of loyalty I've instilled in some of your former employees. You were ratted on the moment you came into the parking lot.
I see.
You do? Oh, good. Now, what can I do for you?
I've come to collect some of my personal belongings I inadvertently left behind.
Ah, the old inadvertently.
That's right.
Are we sure? Are we absolutely sure that's all? It's not something to do with the power?
Actually, I didn't expect to find you here.
Why on earth not? I own Spaulding now. This is my desk, my flowers, my lamp, my intercom system.
Yes, it's all fun and games to you, isn't it?
So far, so good.
You have absolutely no idea what this office is meant to be.
No, but I fear I'm about to find out.
Not from me. Suffice to say, you never will have any idea.
Now, there you go, shortchanging me yet again.
Jenna, I'm sorry for what happened to your father.
Yes, now you are.
And I'm very sorry that instead of listening to reason, you listened to Roger's
Oh, no. Roger is not to blame for this. No, it's the lot of you at Spaulding. All you cutthroats sitting behind your desks and ignoring everything. Now all of you are paying for it.
If anybody was to blame, it was Brandon Spaulding, not my father, and not...
Oh, do
me.
stop whining, for heaven's sakes. You're getting what you deserve. You don't like it? Lump it and move on. But of course, that's the problem, isn't it? Where will you go? What will poor Vanessa do with herself?
Actually, I think this is as good a time as any to let you know that I'm working for Lewis Oil. And I will take each and every client of Spaulding's with me that I possibly can.
Is that a threat?
You don't think that I can?
I didn't say that.
You'll be very surprised how very easy it is.
Give us your best shot. We're ready for you.
Good. As Billy likes to say, let the big dog hunt. And he's the big dog. And if I were you, I'd stay clear of him. And of me, too.
All right, here we go. I'll talk the technicians into rushing cancer so we can get a look at it right now.
Great. Thank you.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Okay, here we go.
Thousands of miles from the jungles and foxholes and firefights of Vietnam, America's boys come home. While for some, the war is over and life starts anew. For others, it's just a welcome break. A month of well-earned leave.
Right there. That's its dad.
And their mission now is to make the most of the month as they reunite with their loved ones.
Short my hair is.
How old are you there, Pipsqueak?
About 5. Wow.
Wait a minute, the sound is off.
I don't know what happened. No, I guess it must have died out.
Well, that's it?
Well, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Well, look, I'll talk to the technicians tomorrow, see if they can boost up the quality, all right? But in the meantime...
Yeah, that's right. You got to get going, don't you?
Yep.
Do you want us out of here?
Oh, wait, can't we just watch it one more time?
Yeah, can we? Just one more.
All right, Kate. Yeah, just lock up when you leave, all right? Maybe do some dusting.
Thanks.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks.
Wait a minute.
What?
Is that a tattoo? I can't make it out.
I completely forgot about that. It's a heart.
Yeah, it is. What does it say? I can't read it.
Harley. It said Harley.